Capital Link is hosting its 15th annual New York Maritime Forum at the Metropolitan Club in partnership with DNB and in cooperation with NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange. Investors and entrepreneurs from the shipping industry have gathered today at the club to hear from a series of panels on topics ranging from maritime technology to capital markets and the race to zero.
Capital Link is organizing two major maritime forums in New York every year in March and in October. The October Forum, it is the 15th time we organize it. It is done in partnership with DNB. DNB is one of the major commercial and investment banks active in shipping. And we also organize it with the cooperation of the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. Our forum always has the very unique characteristic of featuring industry leaders, mainly listed shipping companies, which use our forum to communicate and reach out to their shareholders and investors. As such, our forum, as I mentioned, features industry leaders and attracts in the audience major investors, financiers, and other industry participants. The topics that we cover are sectors. The main sectors: dry bulk, tankers, gas, and so on, and also industry topics like access to capital, green shipping, decarbonization, capital markets, and so on. This year, our forum is taking place in a particularly critical moment for the industry. On one hand, we have geopolitical challenges. We had the war in Europe. Now we have the war in the Middle East, and that certainly will impact the global supply chain. Then we have the race to green shipping, and this is mandated by regulations, but also by market demand, and then the use of technology that is revolutionizing shipping. Today we have with us as keynote speaker Nikos Tsakos, who is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Tsakos Energy Navigation being public. 10 got listed in 1993 on the Oslo Stock Exchange, actually on the very same day as our forum on October 10, and then got transferred in 2002 to the New York Stock Exchange. So Nikos will be, who's one of the main the global sponsor, will celebrate this great milestone with us, and he will introduce the main keynote speaker, Mark Ross, who is the CEO of Chevron Shipping. Chevron, as we all know, is one of the oil majors, and they have a tremendously big footprint in energy, but also in shipping, as they are one of the main charterers and operators of ships.
It's been 30 years, 30 exciting years. I think what started as a thesis from college and business school has developed to where we are today, having accumulated $2.5 billion in net income in a very cyclical industry. We were discussing about dividends before with our analyst, and we have paid $750 million in dividends, an annualized 5.25% return. I mean, nothing too exciting. We're not here to bet the ships or the house overnight, but we like continuity. We are here because of continuity in our long relationships with a lot of people like you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored and privileged to be here with all of you. As Nick mentioned, my name is Mark Ross, and I've been with Chevron 33 years, so don't exaggerate. 33 years, and during that time, I've held a variety of jobs. I've been in our upstream, downstream, and midstream businesses. For a brief period of time, I actually had a job for Chevron a few blocks from here as a foreign exchange trader. So I've done all sorts of different things, but for the majority of my Chevron career, I've been in our shipping business, and for the past 8, going on 9 years, I've had the honor and privilege of being president of Chevron Shipping Company.
I believe that the New York Stock Exchange provides a great platform for growth companies like ourselves. And as many people do not realize, Greece is the #1 shipping carrier in the world. We represent about 25% of world shipping. And it has finally started to be represented correctly on the stock exchange here. The forum is all about things never stay steady, and they're changing. We're used to it because we are used to navigate 24 hours 7 on our ships. And we see continuously geopolitical events that are changing every time the plan. So we have to be ready and adaptable to new changes. The shipping is the artery of the world trade. And right now we're seeing quite a lot of frictions around the world. That usually and traditionally leads shipping rates to be stronger. However, for us, we would rather live in a much more peaceful world and have lower rates, rather having those ups and downs that we're facing today because of the changes.
I had mentioned on the panel that a few years ago this panel wouldn't have taken place. I mean, technology wasn't at the forefront, people weren't thinking about it. And now with mainly some new regulations and just new people in the space and the efforts to collaborate, things are, technology is at the forefront of people's minds. And so I think that ship owners are thinking about ways in which to innovate. And instead of it's the old saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it, it's more of like, how do we make something better? How do we make something more efficient? How do we make something more sustainable? And then you bring entrepreneurs from outside of the industry in, and the trust is there, which is a big thing. And so you're sort of helping the shipping industry gain trust in people outside who may be able to change it for the better.
I think it's probably the most important thing. It's what's changing how investors are seeing the industry. Investors that had written off shipping for the last 10 years, they're coming back. They're seeing that this is changing how the industry is working. It's impacting shipping both for new ships that are green, but also for the ships that aren't green. I think they're going to be trading for longer than otherwise would have been expected. We've always looked at it in a very different way than a lot of other countries. It's been very much about asset play, buy low, sell high, the right timing. I think that's changing. The egos are changing. Ship owners are collaborating with each other. They're investing in other ship owners. They're investing in technology. They're looking at the future. They're being more aggressive. They're not, just waiting for someone else to make legislation and throw it on them. They're being proactive. And I think that's changing how sort of Greek shipping is. And I think it will mean that Greek shipping will stay in the forefront of the industry for a while.
For New Greek TV, I'm Melina Halkia.